back again. I know you were hoping I wouldn't come back, but I am back. Today, let's talk about OFWs. Overseas Foreign Workers, OFWs. Now, a lot of them, we refer to this usually in the world of the Philippines or the Asians, right? So we have a lot of Filipinas, and Filipinos are OFWs. In America, just to give you some stats, because you guys got to know, you got to love numbers, right? We have approximately 10 million OFWs from the Philippines in the United States. Makes up about 11% of their population. Now, I could not find the exact number of how many Filipinas or Filipinos are in America on the OFW visa. Okay? But I'll say this. We do issue 312,000 overseas workers work visas every year in the United States. That's every year. And I was reading somewhere where between India, China, and the Philippines are the big three. So therefore, let's just say they got 100,000 every year, just for point of reference. So I want to talk about cheating, right? Now, and I'm going to give you a little background on the situation that I'm familiar with, right? Nothing to do with me, or my wife, but I am familiar with this situation that's happened this year. There's a Filipino that's working in the United States who, every time she goes back to the Philippines, there's always some big giant blow up. And she comes back and she tells her husband, hey, a couple things. One, hey, if you don't do exactly what I want you to do, I will go and get an American guy. Now, granted, she's ugly and she's not going to get an American guy that easily. But I guess men are desperate and they would date her. But my point is, she likes to threaten because of the perceived notion in the Philippines that every American wants a Filipina, which is just not true. Not that they're bad or anything. I'm married to one, so hey, right? So they're under the impression in the Philippines, especially the men, oh my God, American men love themselves some Filipinas. So she uses that to blackmail, to threaten her husband. Hey, you don't do what I want. You don't spend money the way I want. You don't do things how I tell you to do them. While I'm in the United States and you're in the Philippines raising the kids, then I will just go find somebody else here in America because they love me so much. They love me so much. And then, of course, she blackmails the kids the same way. If you don't do what I say, I will take the money away. I won't send any money home to the Philippines from America. And you will have a shitty life. Your life will be horrible without me because I am the goddess who came to America as an OFW, and I'm making millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of dollars, and I support you. So you got to bow down and kiss my ass. So here's some things I did a little research on, which I find is fascinating. There's two basic types of cheating, right? Emotional cheating, where maybe you have deep feelings for somebody other than the person that you're with, that you say you're with. You know, like, oh, baby, if I was single, I would love you. You know, some people call it like work wives or emotional cheating, things of that nature. You're making that emotional connection with somebody. And your woman or your man wouldn't appreciate it. That's, for me, the definition of cheating is doing something that your partner would not approve of. Therefore, that is cheating, unless it's kind of like eating pie or donuts, and that's not really cheating. Or physical is the other one. Physical, right? Having a physical act. Sexual act is usually where it goes. But a lot of women, find even giving a girl a hug cheating, or at least threatening. So you got to be careful about that. And we did a whole video about how to hug, as an American, how to hug other Filipinas if you're married to a Filipina, or how to hug other women. If you're married to a Filipino, there's a certain way that the Americans have to, or the expats have to hug another woman if they come into your space. So a whole other video about that one. But anyway, so now the questions are this. Is it okay, flat out, for an OFW who's stationed in America, Dubai, Germany, wherever, to have or to cheat on their spouse back in the Philippines, physically or emotionally? Now, is it okay for them to threaten to cheat? Is threatening to cheat like, I said, if you don't go and do what I want you to do, I'm going to go get one of these many, many millions of Americans who want to date me, and I'm going to have a boyfriend, and I'm going to get rid of you. Is threatening to cheat cheating, or is it bullying? Now, this is where it comes in. I really would like to have your input on this subject. I want to know what your personal experiences may have been. Leave names out, of course. What you think cheating is or isn't. Do you think what I just described as threatening to cheat is cheating, or is it just plain old bullying? Is it just somebody trying to flex their financial muscle to people that live in a third world country? So I really would like to have audience participation on this, right? Very important. Now, one of the most important things to do, and it costs you absolutely no money and very little time, is like, subscribe, and share my channel. Give us a thumbs up. Guys, girls, leave me a comment, and let's find out what's going on in the OFW cheating world.